Oh shit, it's really been that fucking long, huh? It was cracking. It's your boy Krome up in this bitch. And what a day this is. Or what a day it was. It's actually 2:27 in the fucking morning. I'm a little bit late on this. But who the fuck's on a time schedule? 9:11. Now, all the motherfuckers that only know it as Patriots Day probably wouldn't hear back then. Wasn't born yet. Oh, but I was. And so, with this being the 20-year fucking anniversary of the day, here's my story of where the fuck I was at and what the fuck I was doing when it all hit the motherfucking fan. No beer this time. Even if I wanted some, it's past fucking last call. Son of a bitch, I forgot to put a lighter in this bitch. Ask anybody who's known me long enough, that's always been a fucking problem. Let me find a way to rectify this shit real quick. Alright, Pops. MVP out this motherfucker. Alright, so let's get to it. So, I'm in 8th grade. 13 years old, going on 14. Birthday's in December. So that morning, I got to school. I think I got there a little bit early this day. Kicked it with some of the homies for a little while, and then shit, went up in that bitch. Now, school officially starts at 8 o'clock. So, around 7:45, everybody start forming up or lining up or just walking in, whatever the fuck I guess they felt like doing with us that day. Let me quit bullshitting, they didn't line us up. It's fucking middle school, not fucking elementary. Get my goddamn story straight. So I kick it with some of the homies, and around 7:45, motherfuckers start going to their motherfucking homeroom class and shit. I went to a school called Columbus Middle School in Detroit. Christopher Columbus Middle School to be exact, but we just called it Columbus. It's called some other shit now. They had TVs in every classroom, mounted up on the wall. And they had it on every morning. They had like the news on, or some shit like that. 9 times out of 10. And they always shut them bitches off at 8 o'clock sharp. Just so happens, September 11th is also one of my bro's birthday. So I'm sitting there thinking, I wonder what my nigga got going on today. You know what I'm saying? Normally, his mom's hooked up something. And I think she did that day, actually. I think she took us some damn where. Forgot where exactly. Anyway, it ain't the point. So as I'm sitting there thinking, I realize about 8:02, the TVs are back on. So I'm thinking maybe they finna put something on for us to watch real quick or something. Well, they put something on for us to watch, alright. But it wasn't real quick. I look up and it's the goddamn news. In New York, one of the motherfucking trade towers is on fire. For those of you too young to ever know about it, in the financial district of New York City, or maybe even the trade district. I don't know New York neighborhoods like that. I have been there before. We'll get to that point. We'll get to that part a little bit later. But the World Trade Center used to have 2 really tall towers. I think they was the tallest buildings in this country, and they were, for lack of better terms, twin towers. They actually were called the Twin Towers. Look it up on Google, you'll see a picture of it. Hell, it's even one of the centers of attention in an old Eddie Murphy movie called Trading Places. Watch that, it's funny as fuck. Sha-da-da-da, sha-da-da-da. Anyway, back to the topic. So as I'm watching this shit, it's when another plane hit the other tower. Oh, because, back up, that's why the first tower was on fire. A fucking plane that ran into it. I ain't gonna go into the other shit I think and thought even back then. Or I might mention something. As a matter of fact, I think I am. Actually next. Because then I realized the towers are starting to lean. And as I'm sitting there watching, I'm going, okay, that shit look like it's about to fucking topple. I'm pretty sure if it leans over good enough, it probably would topple, with all that weight on top pulling to the motherfucking side. Definitely. First tower falls. But even then, as I watch it, I'm like, why did it fall like that? it toppled, like crumbled in on itself. I don't think it was supposed to do that. I said that shit out loud. A couple minutes later, the other one falling the exact same way. I said, no way in hell a plane fucking did that. No way in hell. Not by itself. And so while we watching New York freak the fuck out on TV, we kind of starting to freak out in the class, wondering if whether or not a motherfucking plane gonna crash here some damn where, or whatever the hell reason a plane would crash in Detroit. You know, other than running out of fucking gas while flying around a firework banner. Some people started leaving early. A lot of us didn't. And we basically spent the rest of the day talking shit about that shit in just about every damn class I had that day. And while there's not a very climactic story on my end of things, I know things were a hell of a lot different for people in New York that day. We lost a lot of motherfuckers. And now to the part where I said I've been to New York before, because I am a Marine. And, you know, as a Marine, that shit hurt more than it did back then. And back then it hurt. But it hurt even more after I decided to join the Marines. Might be subconsciously one of the reasons why I decided to join. But about a few months after all the boot camp shenanigans that I love to talk about, I ended up going to Rhode Island to do my, schooling for the job that I was going to do while I was there. And while I was there, we took a trip to Times Square. And while we was in Times Square, we took some time and went over to Ground Zero, took a look at things, saw the memorials and heard the stories. We actually got to hear some first-hand accounts from some of the people that were there when it happened. Some of the people who lost family members, people who lost their businesses, people who lost their mind after that shit. Because, yeah, saw a few of those. Possibility it was like that before it happened, but still. But I think about that day a lot. Most of the time when I play a Spider-Man game, I sometimes hope that they at least got some kind of tribute to that place on the map somewhere. And in a few of them they did. That'll be a day I'll never forget. I just finally made the decision that I was gonna stop taking bullshit from bullies and some buildings get crashed into. And I still think something else happened for them towers to fucking fall the way they did. Kind of remind me of a demolition of a building that they did here back when I was in my single digits. I think it was like 8 or 9.